Game 2 of the NL Wildcard Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the LA Dodgers. We've got Zach Littell versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Littell is coming in with a 9 ERA, and Yamamoto is coming in with a 3.86 ERA, both postseason numbers there. Top of the first inning, Friedl is going to fly out to left field. Steer gets hit by a pitch. Lux out will reach on a fielder's choice, and then Austin Hayes reaches on an error by Teoscar Hernandez in right field. Sal Stewart, kind of a name that's coming up for the Reds, young guy. A lot of talk on the broadcast tonight about him being one of the top high school hitters that Terry Francona and other scouts have seen. He gets a 2 RBI single, so early 2-0 lead for the Reds in this one. Stewart will then steal second base, and Elly De La Cruz will strike out. That ends the top of the first, but it is 2-0 Cincinnati. Bottom of the first, Shohei Ohtani grounds out to lead things off. Mookie Betts gets his first of a few doubles tonight. Freddie Freeman will strike out, and Teoscar Hernandez will fly out. So 2-0 Reds after 1. Top of the second, 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. Yoshinobu Yamamoto settles down after that first inning. Stevenson strikes out, Hayes grounds out, and McLean strikes out. Bottom of the second, Muncy will line out to right field at the beginning of the inning. Andy Pages, it's hit by a pitch. Kike Hernandez grounds out, and Miguel Rojas will line out. So that's the end of the second inning. Top of the third, another 1-2-3 inning. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has really settled in at this point. Friedel's going to ground out, Steer strikes out, and Lux will fly out. Bottom of the third, Rortvet's going to lead off with a double. Ohtani's going to ground out, and Betts will hit him in with an RBI single. So it's now 2-1 Reds in the bottom of the third. Freddie's going to ground out, and Teoscar's going to ground out. That ends the bottom of the inning. Top of the fourth, Austin Hayes is going to ground out. Sal Stewart's going to ground out. Ellie's going to fly out to center. Another 1-2-3 inning. Yamamoto's gotten now 13 out in a row since the Sal Stewart RBI single. Bottom of the fourth, Max Muncy's going to lead off with a single. Andy Pages is going to strike out, and Kike Hernandez comes up with a big RBI double. That's going to tie the game 2-2. Miguel Rojas is going to come up with an RBI single, makes it 3-2 Dodgers now. That will end the day for Zach Littell. Nick Lodolo is going to come in. Immediately, Ben Rortvet's going to have a bunt single. Ohtani's going to fly out to right, and Mookie's going to fly out to center. So Dodgers take the lead in the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-2. Top of the fifth, another 1-2-3 inning. Yamamoto's completely dominating the Reds at this point. Stevenson strikes out, Hayes lines out, and McLean strikes out again. Bottom of the fifth, Freddie's going to line out to second base. Teoscar's going to ground out. Muncy's going to get hit by a pitch, but Pages will get out on a fielder's choice, third base to second base. Top of the sixth, TJ Friedel's going to single. Spencer Steer's going to follow that up with a single, and Gavin Lux. So 3 singles in a row for the Reds. We have bases loaded. Austin Hayes is going to reach on a fielder's choice. Great play from Mookie to get the out at home, keep the score still 3-2. And then Sal Stewart and Elly De La Cruz are both going to strike out, so Yamamoto gets out of the jam. Bottom of the sixth, Nick Martinez comes in, immediately gives up a leadoff single to Kike Hernandez. Miguel Rojas is going to ground out to first base. Ben Rortvet's going to reach on an error by the first baseman. And then Shohei Ohtani is going to come up with an RBI single. And Mookie Betts will follow that with an RBI double, his second double of the game. Freddie's going to get intentionally walked, and Teoscar Hernandez comes up big for the Dodgers yet again, a 2 RBI double. That's going to increase the lead now 6-2. Tony Santillan's going to come in and relief for the Reds. Max Muncy gets intentionally walked. Pages is going to fly out, and Kike is going to pop out. So that's the end of the sixth inning. Top of the seventh, Stevenson going to ground out. This was kind of an interesting situation with pinch hitter. Benson comes in the walk. McLean will strike out looking. Friedel walks. Blake Trinan will then relieve Yamamoto after a great outing. 6 2/3 innings pitched. We'll get into his numbers later. Spencer Steer's going to ground out, and that will end the top of the seventh. Bottom of the seventh inning, Rojas is going to hit a single. Rortvet's going to sacrifice him over the second. Ohtani's going to walk, and Mookie Betts, of course, his third double of the game, will score Rojas. Chase Burns is going to come in for relief now, get Freddie Freeman to ground out and Teoscar to ground out, and that ends the bottom of the 7th inning. It is now 8-4 Dodgers. Emmett Sheehan's going to come in, and 8th inning yesterday was rough, and it was pretty rough again today for the Dodgers. Lux is going to lead things off with a single, and Hayes is going to walk. Sal Stewart, the guy we talked about earlier, RBI single, cuts it down to an 8-3 lead. Ellie De La Cruz will walk, and Tyler Stevenson will hit an RBI sac fly to left field. Makes it 8-4 now. That brings Alex Vesia in a very interesting situation. So, Will Benson's up, 1-2 count. Dave Roberts comes out and takes out Emmett Sheehan mid at bat to bring in Alex Vesia. The Reds will then pinch hit for Benson in the middle of the at bat, bring in Rojas, who will strike out, but Benson gets the strikeout because he was taken out mid at bat. Matt McLean will then walk, and then TJ Friedel strikes out looking with the bases loaded. So that was the big chance for the Reds to really get back into this game when they were not able to get the big hit. Bottom of the 8th, Muncie's going to ground out. Pajes strikes out, and Kike will ground out. Moving on, top of the 9th, we get a Roki Sasaki appearance. I spent most of the season in AAA, so big time. Wanted to see, it's good to see what he can do in the postseason, see how much of a asset he could be for the Dodgers. He comes up, strikes out Spencer Steer, strikes out Gavin Lux, and gets Austin Hayes to line out to end the game. Dodgers win the game and the series 8-4. Cincinnati scored 4 runs on 6 hits, an error, and 9 left on base, so they had their chances to come back in this one. Dodgers, 8 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors, got to tighten that one up, and 11 left on base. Yamamoto's going to get the win. Littell gets the loss. Player of the game is obviously going to be Mookie Betts, 4 for 5, 3 doubles, and 3 RBIs in this one. Really fantastic game for the future Hall of Famer. Couple notable performances. Yamamoto, 6 2/3 innings pitched, like I said, but no earned runs and 9 strikeouts. He was dominant in this game. Big time for the Dodgers. Kike is going to go 2 for 5 with 2 runs and an RBI. And got to shout out Sal Stewart, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in this one for the Reds. So that's going to end the season for the Cincinnati Reds. Great season for them. I don't think they expected to be in this position by any means, but something to build on for 2026. Dodgers are going to advance to the NLDS to play the Phillies. Game 1 is this Saturday on October 4th. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm looking forward to that series. That's going to be big time team versus big time team. It's going to be a great series. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Reds fans, sorry to see that your team is done, but 2026 is looking really bright after this 2025 season. Dodger fans, got to be ecstatic. The quest for back-to-back is still alive. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow for 3 elimination games on Thursday. Thanks for watching.